Hey Tara, how are you? All good?
Good morning.
Do you know what's gonna happen today?
Today we're going to do a full tour of our little house. Everyone's been asking for it, so we're going to show the inside and the tent. We're going to show how things work in here in our daily life.
That's right, for everyone who kept asking, both here on YouTube and on Instagram. Today we're going to do a full tour of our little house. Both this new part here, the inside of the kitchen, the cabinets, the reservoirs, and our little house up here, our blue camp tent. Well, if you're just joining us, I'm Bruno.
I'm Clara.
And this is Bernardo, also known as B, or as people call him, Little Bernardo. Nomad. And we are the Nomad family. We are a family. And we decided to explore the world aboard this traveling home. Here, we could build a motorhome. One day I'll record a video explaining the advantages and disadvantages of a motorhome. Normally people think of a more expensive motorhome. Clara is in love with the combi, right, honey?
Yes, I love a little combi.
At first, Clara wanted to build a little combi. We thought about building one, selling the pickup truck, buying a combi, and putting together that classic combi home project. But it turned out that the most practical thing for us was to set up a rooftop tent on our pickup truck and this internal structure, which we call a camper. We've traveled Brazil for nearly 7 months, starting in Goiânia, passing through the south, southeast, midwest, and now we're in the northeast. To be more exact, we're in Fortaleza at a campsite here, and we decided to share this experience with you today, how our little nomad home turned out. For those who followed our camper build, so we used a material called oriented strand board, an oriented strand board wood board, which is a material made from reused wood chips from other woods. It's a material that we consider cheaper and more resistant for our use.
And lightweight, right?
Also lighter, right? We did an application later, you can follow it in the other videos, of a waterproofing here, a material that protects, which is stain, right?
And look how it turned out. Well, this is how the stove system ended up. Clara will show it here. To start, it fits in place.
It has a rail system here with 2 handles that makes it slide forward. There's also a rail that you can see here. This is the part of our little table for cutting things. How does it work there, honey?
We pull it there,
Look, it all comes here.
and then the stove comes out. This adapted windbreak is from cash, from a banquet we bought, so we modified it.
We adapted it, right?
Here it is, Vicenza, see? We adapt it, we fit it into the little holes here. Look, we fit it into the little holes here.
Here we made some fittings so it stays really fixed here. So we used the cooktop, right, honey?
We used a 2-burner cooktop. Here, the wind guard is not a problem. And here, look, we made a setup, look, with a little tray.
Also using the sliding rail, right?
Also using the sliding rail, this here actually, for those who already knew the previous project. It was the door of a medium density fiberboard cabinet that we had in the back of the pickup truck. So we cut it and made a little support tray here.
Exactly. See how it turned out. So it comes here, look, using a sliding rail, and it stays well supported. Look, the little stove, it has an electric system here, right? It's an electric system, but we're not using it because our inverter can't handle it. We light it up. Here, there's a compartment, right, honey? Yeah.
Here's a compartment where we keep the plates, the cutlery, the door, and the bag that Raquel made for us.
Pull bag, right? And matches be it to light things. See right here. Simple, just like at home, no secrets.
It's already lit, look.
It's already working. Well, my dear, let's see how it turned out. Did our sink work in the end? To start, we also used the same material. So this part here, since it comes into contact with water, we applied a little more science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Oh, one little detail, we used this here. Look, we used this type of handle. We made it up. We cut that ratchet strap, put in a little screw, and it turned out really practical. Look how cool it is. Well, how did it work? Look, the same way, sliding system. So we pull here. Look, it comes out with one arm, then with the other arm, see? Actually, there are 2 big boxes, both the stove one and this one here for our sink area. So you put your finger here, buddy. Look, you pull it out easily. And we installed a sink here. And here at the bottom, since there was some space left, we put in a compartment to store containers. So here we keep our pots and pans.
Well, how does this thing work here? So,
You have to crouch down a little bit more, a bit lower, since I'm tall, to, of course, go to the bathroom more comfortably, right, son? Nice and easy. We opened our system here. We installed our faucet here. Look, we had to make a hole. It was fitted inside the sink itself. So we got the little faucet here. It was really cheap. We fit it here and it's locked in place. So here's our dish soap and our sponge. And how does it work? First, we open it in here. Correct. And to make it work, we have a little pump from a car windshield washer, which gives it electric activation, and then it works. So, you fit it in here and open it. This little button makes the water come out. It's not coming out now because our reservoir is empty, so there's a 50-liter water compartment over there. It's pulled by this little 12-volt spray motor. You turn it on here, and the little motor works. Turn it on here and open the faucet. When finished, how do you operate it here? Look, you just disconnect it. It's really easy. Put it away. Get rid of a little bit of the excess water, right? Lay the things down. Look, there's a filter system here. See how it works. When we open this up, we installed a filter system, a charcoal-based filter. It's connected to our faucet, so the water is filtered, right? Mozão.
So when do we do it? We still need to take precautions. With the Marco, we know it's cleaner since it went through the filter, so we can fill the bottle and put it in the fridge.
All right. Now I understand there's a place to store things. That's how you put away groceries.
That's right. Well, we have a really good place to store food. It's very spacious. It's right here. Look.
Look, so here above our stove compartment is our food compartment, right? Mozão.
Yes, look here. This was Mozo's idea when it comes to organization. We have 3 5-liter bottles here. Look.
Yeah, we cut it. Look, we took that big mineral water bottle, made a cut. So in one, we store...
This one, we store the safes, the mugs, our little coffee bottle.
Coffee bottles are always handy, right?
This one here is for the spices we use the most. So there's olive oil, salt, and the famous garlic seasoning. For those who saw it on Instagram where we asked.
And back there, look.
And here, look.
The larger silverware, right?
The silverware.
Then when it fit, there's a reservoir there, right, honey?
Yeah, there are water things here.
Mineral water?
Natural water is easy to access here. This is where we keep it.
The can of milk?
The can of milk from what?
Who wants this crazy can of milk of mine?
It's mine.
The cans of milk, the bread.
That's how it is? It stayed in there?
Here, look, it's spacious.
Coffee and everything in USB. Looks great.
Well, so over there on that side we have the stove and the food compartment. Over here we have the sink.
What's this reservoir and this compartment? We turned it on here. Look, this compartment is where we keep our portable toilet. I even promised that later we'll make a more complete video talking about how our bathroom works on the road, but the portable toilet stays here. Easy to take out, see? We have a little bathroom that I show you in another video, but it fits right here, see? Little bathroom.
Remember that.
You sit down, just do your business. Awesome. For the inside, I'll use the GoPro to film since its lens helps you see better. So, Clara will first show how our cabinets turned out, then I'll show how the fridge part works over there, and our technical compartments, right? To start, we have the lighting system. Check it out. We put an outlet right here. After it comes out of the inverter, it's 110 volts. Here, there are 2 switches, both here and over there, to turn the lights on. It fits here. It's tight but doable, right?
This one is a switch for my closet. This one, look, we made it.
A 110 volt switch.
So, this cabinet here with this lock, is it mine and Bay's? Why the lock? Because when the car was shaking too much, things were falling out. So we put this lock here.
And it stays really tight here, right? This isn't working very well for us, is it?
Oh, look here, the light I mentioned, see? It turned on, it lights up in the back so I can see the things that are back there. So this is my cabinet. This bottom part here is mine, and the top part here belongs to... How did we organize everything so quickly? On this side, we put shirts, pajamas, underwear, those kinds of things. For Bay, 2 shirts, toiletry bag, underwear. Here are some shorts, and from here back, it's all winter clothes. So, if we need to go somewhere cold, we already have everything here in the car, ready. And my closet works the same way. Here I have some shorts, and from here on I have my winter clothes. I have small suitcases if we need to stay somewhere, and there are 2 foldable ones over there if we need to take them out. And that's it. It's really spacious, and with these dividers that I insisted on having.
Clara showed her closet, so let me show you mine now. The top is hers and Essa's, the bottom is mine. We made a door that folds down, and so this became my closet, which also shares the same lamp she has here, the same switch, a little 12.5 LED lamp. The compartment ended up being big on this side. It's a little messy over there too because I don't have a divider, but everything stays in place. There's even a more hidden spot over there.
Look, did you turn the light on here or off? It's working 100%.
The lighting system in our motorhome, our camper, is good. It has a battery here. Look, let me crouch down so you can see. A 12V battery here. It's powered by this charger from Usina. Look, so the battery is here. Right up there, we have a 500W inverter here, a circuit breaker for safety, and we also have a protection fuse here.
Well, on this side, we made a compartment here.
Look, up to here, this is where our stove drawer comes. Here in this little hole we put, look, a food compartment. How is it here, see? And in this corner over here is our refrigerator. Let's examine the technical side and see how this compartment turned out. Here we store 3 key items. I'm going to turn on the little light here. It's on. So here we have, look, the gas cylinder. Here is the bath kit. Here is our 1.2 kilo washing machine and the other bath kit. And right over there, we have the water reservoir, which in this case is empty. Here we have extension wiring, and here we have the hose to fill the system. Well, my dear Tarek, we've shown the lower part, our setup, the kitchen area, and what our cabinets are like. Now Clara will show you a little bit of how our house works upstairs, which is our bedroom. Let's go. Well, to start, we have a little staircase here, right? Honey, it's a little staircase, and Honey is a bit unable to use it right now
Because she twisted her ankle, but look, once you get here, you go up the little staircase.
This setup is for your slippers or shoes. Want to see, honey? Let me show you. Just take them off right here. Just one, since she's limping. Guys, we're already here upstairs, our room. We're using a tent from Blue Camping, which is the adventure tent, deluxe model in green and orange, which is really our color. See how comfortable it is? Some of you may have seen it in other videos, but let Clara demonstrate how it works. Our setup up here where we sleep, look how comfortable the setup is. Look.
Just look how spacious it is. I sleep in the middle.
Clarinia sleeps in the middle. I sleep here. On this side, there's our
pillow and our little blanket, and B sleeps over here. What we have here then, look, the sunroof, which is the fanciest part of the tent, right? Mozone.
It's just that, thank God, a lot of wind comes in here. It's really nice. At night, you open it like this and just enjoy it.
Well, or you can keep everything closed. This closes if you want. Everything stays nice and closed.
Or you can leave everything open. You can also open the mosquito screen here. Then it stays really open.
There's a mosquito screen here and here, the same way there's a mosquito screen. You can leave it open if you want, or you can close it completely and it gets totally dark, like a blackout, right? Look, here are Bee's children, a story that Bee listens to before sleeping. This is our little corner, right, babe?
Yes, our little corner, our cozy little home.
We also have a system for hanging our towels, a small clothesline we bought at Leroy Merlin. Look how it works. Check this out. You got the towel wet. Now what? Does that work? Just hang it here, honey.
We hang up the little clothesline we found at Leroy, which is designed to attach to the window. But we adapt it wherever possible, right?
It's for everything, right? It fits here, look. See any surface that has a little hook for you to attach it, we attach it.
Adjust this part here so that this stays always touching, always supported so it doesn't fall, and hang things on it.
See how practical it is. That's awesome. Great for people who know the system. So here it is, the rooftop tent. Here's the cover, and we still use a roof rack on the car to carry things, but we use it less. Look how cool that is. We use a table, 2 large chairs, and a small chair daily. When we move, we store everything in compartments and shift things around. It's improvised, but it worked out well. Check it out.
So I put a strap here, one of those elastic bands. So I put it here. Look, the folded blue camp table like this, and the 2 little chairs. They go here. So I pass this little elastic cord. I fasten it here on this little hook that we installed. Look, and the transport looks nice. Well, my dear Earthling, my dear traveler, we wrap up our video for today. I hope you enjoyed this tour of our home. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, subscribe here. If you liked our video, leave your like and follow us on Instagram. It's at Familia. Nomad. Clarinha is shy but becoming more outgoing. Family, Nomad, sending a big hug. If you have any comments, leave them down here in the comments so we can know your opinion, answer your questions, talk to us. Alright, until our next meeting. Bye. Take care.